A man in New York has been charged with stealing over $100,000 in various schemes, and I'm going to tell you what he did and give you all the various tips so you yourself cannot get stolen from by an incredibly jacked man. 2 quick tips right at the start. This man's name was actually Jerry Genesis, alright? Do not trust guys whose names sound like they're failed British rock stars. Tip 3, do not trust guys whose profile picture is literally just them doing the troll face meme. Now, he was a legitimate personal trainer who had a gym right across the street. He would tell his clients to not take their antidepressants and instead just eat nuts. Tip 4, do not let jacked handsome people tell you to not take your antidepressants, alright? They don't need them. A lot of his former clients fell victim to one of his credit card scams. What he would do is that he reached out to them saying that he had overcharged them for training sessions and he needed to refund them. But in order to do that, he needed a new credit card to refund the money to. Tip 5, no one needs your new credit card. They'll always refund it to the original card that was charged. This client even asked, can't I just be Zelled the money? Tip 6, yes you can. And then that quote refund came through as a charge, and then when pressed about it, he said, okay, I'll Zell you, but I just need to do the tax paperwork first. Tip 7, you do not do tax paperwork before a transaction. This and all the stuff about it being a holiday and there being system processing problems are common scam tactics. Also, tip 8, do not trust men who are not dads that use Bitmojis, alright? That is a red flag. His Bitmoji is literally holding his paper trail. So he charged tens of thousands of dollars before the clients caught on and closed their cards, so his scheme was over. He was done. But as you can see in this cool photo he posted on Instagram, he is a phoenix that rises from the ashes. Tip 9, never trust a person with this photo on their Instagram with your banking information. Now, his next scam was subleasing apartments that he was fraudulently renting. What he would do is he would actually rent a place by falsifying his employment history and income, and then he would post online that he was subleasing that place. Now, because he was technically renting it, he was able to actually have a key and show people around. Then he would have him sign paperwork, and on that paperwork he said that he was the lesser. Tip number 10, he wouldn't be the lesser if he was subleasing it. And then he would say, this is going fast, you have to pay the move-in cost, which would be somewhere between $8,000 and $17,000. Tip 11, if you're in Nebraska, those numbers are obviously too high. If you're subleasing an apartment, those move-in costs are too high. If you're in Manhattan, those numbers can get around there. Which brings me to tip number 12, all renting in Manhattan is kind of a scam. There's instances of people showing up to what they thought was their new apartment with just an eviction notice on the door, and Jerry was already long gone, having stolen over $100,000 doing this. He fled to Connecticut, and when the police found him there, he barricaded himself into his apartment, and they had to get a hostage negotiator to get him out. Tip number 13, do not do a police standoff in Connecticut, alright? They do not have anywhere to go. So they have brought him back to New York, and he is facing charges. And tip number 14, please follow me for more updates.